Welcome back to the 10 Steps to Piping. If you've made it this far, congratulations. I really hope that you are progressing and learning your new craft, and pretty soon that you'll get onto a set of bagpipes and start learning some tunes. You can start learning tunes from here as well, just using your practice chanter. You don't necessarily need a set of bagpipes just yet, but you basically got one more step to go, and I think that you'll have all of the basics that you need to learn basic tunes. There are more advanced steps, and at the end of this course I'll introduce you to a couple of those if you want to progress further. But I think at this point you're really at a stage where you can start evaluating where you want to go from here. So this is step 10. It's the last in the steps, as I said, and this embellishment is known as a birl. Once again, different pronunciations. I've heard it referred to as a burl, a birl. So for the birl, what you need to do here is I'm going to show you the very basic version of the birl. There's a number of different variations, but I think understanding the basic one will give you enough context to go and extend yourself and broaden into the other parts of it. Birls are also very common in tunes, and very common in the cadence, which is typically the resolution at the end of an 8-bar piece of music, which is very similar across all different genres of music, which is one of those strange, unexplained things. I also don't know why the 8-bar format is so common. It's almost like it's maths. But anyway, so the birl, we'll have a look at that. We'll start on the E. I'm going to demonstrate it to you. You don't need to play this part, but by all means feel free to pick up your chanter and get a physical idea of what you're doing. This one, there's a number of different ways you can play it. I think I'll show you the most common way, and then if you do start getting into this a bit more, we'll show you a couple down the track. Now, the birl is also one of those sort of low end embellishments on the bottom of the scale, and it's kind of like a it's like a little rolling of the bottom finger. This little pinky at the bottom here, it rolls across the hole at the bottom, and the birl typically has 2 low Gs in again. So it's quite similar to like a tulurth or a lemlurth, which also has the 2 low Gs in it, but it's all played right at the bottom of the scale. So you're not resolving, you're not using D grace notes or anything like that in the embellishment. So this is kind of what it looks like. So from the E, what you'll do is, I think the easiest way to explain this is to really just tap. I'll show you what a tap is. So if I'm a low A and I just go like this, I tap the hole, okay, very quickly. Essentially I'm playing a low G grace note and resolving to A. For a birl, you really just do that twice in succession and all in one package, as it were, so joined together. So it forms the structure of an embellishment. So this is what it will look like. Okay. Now, once you start speeding it up, it'll be quicker. Okay, and typically people's finger rolls across that way, or you can play it by striking down the hole and back up again. Okay. So just find which method works best for you. You've got those main sort of choices there. Some people play it, okay, and some people play, okay. I typically play it this way. And you practice that enough and start making that sort of really strong sound on the low G, which is characteristic of a birl or birl. So we're going to play birls from the top hand. So we'll start with the E. And now you've got to actually just chuck in a low A grace note, right? So when you're playing it, you need to go to low A, and that's all one movement. So it's did you get that? Okay, so don't linger too long on the low A, because that's actually part of the embellishment in this exercise. Okay, going up the scale, F. Same again, low A, and 2 quick taps on that bottom hole. Dee dum bum bum. Okay, high G. Okay, I'm playing it really slowly. When we start practicing this, you'll see as you pick up the tempo, the finger will either come that way or I'll play across the hole. Like I said, I typically play across the hole, and it's just one of those peculiar movements that you can, I think you should start it really slowly, okay, just to get the idea in your head. And then as you pick up the tempo, you'll find that your body tends to adapt to that. So when you're playing it at another tempo, at the normal tempo, you'll find that your finger will naturally, if you stick at it and you keep practicing it, it'll start doing its own sort of thing. It's a very strange thing with the birl. But anyway, that's kind of the end of the course. Let's do the play along section now, so you can play along slowly and learn by doing, and we'll play it for you at the normal tempo. Like I said earlier, I really hope that you've gotten some benefit out of this and that you've progressed and got some sense of mastery. It's a wonderful thing to learn to play the bagpipes, or any musical instrument for that matter. And I hope that you go forward from here and, you know, start playing tunes and get onto bagpipes and do all the things that bagpipers do. Great, we'll see you then.